Well, everyone, we have returned from the depths of hell to return again to talk about the
I still
shit.
say we should have stayed there.
Yeah, well, it was very nice there. It was a dry heat, you know. Got a nice tan actually while I was down there. Anyways, so,
My dad was making lasagna. We should have stayed.
but you know what he does to that lasagna? He puts rat poison in it, then we gotta go eat that, then I'm sick for the next 3 weeks because my insides are literally doing cartwheels.
I see no problem with that.
Anyways.
I mean,
We
basically you
have
be eating
returned from the
Chinese food.
depths of hell to talk about two subjects that have been in the news. The first one, Hillary Clinton and the FBI's
Alright,
decision
please
not.
stop that. Please, it's getting annoying. We're talking about news, not fucking religion. Damn, oh
And
my.
then lo and behold, Aevita's held out a sphere. And in that sphere said, "Fuck you, Diablo."
And Diablo said, "Fuck you, you twit."
Anyways, so yes, first topic of this time is what happened with Hillary Clinton and the FBI director just saying, you know what? Yeah, you're crooked. You broke the law.
What the
But you
fuck
know
is going
what?
on here?
We're just gonna let you, like, go along the side. But, anyways.
What the hell?
Anyways.
Uh,
Um,
broken.
So, my big thing on that is, it's very simple. She mishandled, like, super secret classified stuff of the nation on an unsecure email server, sending it to people that she was not supposed to send it to. You know, if I were to do it, I'd be executed on the spot.
I would see to that.
Fuck you too. If Diablo did it, he would be doused in holy water until he finally went back to hell to visit
I
his
would
father.
claim diplomatic immunity.
You don't get that as a diplomat of hell.
God damn it, what is wrong with Balmora?
Balmora is weird. All right.
Imperials are killing each other.
Imperials are killing Imperials. Cats and dogs are living together under the same roof.
God damn
Me
it.
and Diablo are actually good friends now. Oh man, what the hell is going on here?
Something is seriously fucked up with this planet.
Anyways, so yeah, that's my two cents on it. You got anything else to add on to that Hillary Clinton thing?
No, not really.
All right, actually, I got one more thing to add. She's a stupid hoe who needs to be put in jail. There you go, everybody. That's
I'll
my
agree
two
with that.
cents on that. All right, the next one is actually something that happened a couple days ago, I think, in Dallas, Texas. The whole police getting sniped stuff. Now, this is actually a big topic for me because I have I am currently working on becoming a cop myself, and well, a deputy in the sheriff's office.
Don't worry,
And
buddy. I'll make sure you're the first one shot.
gee, thanks, man. That
You're welcome.
that does not make me feel better. I hope you realize.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Anyways.
It makes me feel better though.
Anyways, god damn it. Anyways.
What? It's true.
Just shut the fuck up. Anyways, about as far as I've last heard, I think about 10 officers were killed in the line of duty on this. Now, here's the thing. I looked on various social media and I see a very distinct rift between two different types. One who say that cops are like, I want to say like above reproach, you know, like they can do no wrong, this shouldn't have happened. And on the other side,
Sorry.
we have people that think that cops are literally scum of the earth and deserve to die.
I know several cops like that.
Well, I'm not saying that those cops don't exist, nor do I say that they are above like reproach. I distinctly think that it's up to each cop to look at his fellow police officer, and see if they're doing something wrong. Like, they need to govern themselves thoroughly. Right now, from what I've heard, is that it's more of a brotherhood. You cover each other's backs. Well, the thing is, though, is that if I know that another cop did something distinctly bad, it is my duty as a cop to bring that up to others who can handle that situation, to those above me who should be trusted to handle that situation. It's just expected. It's what I would expect. If I do something wrong and another cop sees me, granted, I'm sure I wouldn't want to be caught, but if I did, I don't think I'd hold it against them. I was the one who fucked up. I did the bad thing. You know, there's a distinct amount of morality that a person needs to have before becoming a cop. If you do not have that morality, then you shouldn't necessarily be a cop at that point. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be an angel. You don't have to be like a very good person, like help little old ladies cross the street. But you just need to have a sense of personal responsibility to do this. It's just expected. And you also got to learn how to leave any particular prejudice towards anyone else at the door when you walk into work. When you walk in to do your job to protect the innocent and protect the people, you got to leave it at the door. You leave all your bad feelings for anyone you ever known at that door. When you leave, you can pick it all back up and become the biggest asshole in the world. But when you're on the job, you gotta be a cop. You gotta be an officer. Alright? Now, I know it seems like I'm harping on the cops, but trust me, I got a lot for the other side as well. And granted, though, this becomes something that I can see me getting called racist, but then again, though, we're the ill-mannered halfwits. Who gives a shit? Alright, on the other side, it seems basically that it's the black people. Alright? It's the black dudes and ladies that feel like they're getting targeted. Well, the thing is, though, is that from what I've seen and from what I've heard, now, please note, I'm not saying that they're all bad. It's just like cops. They're not all bad. It's just that a lot of attention is given to the bad ones. Same with the cops. You don't hear all the time about, like, cops who helped save kittens from trees, or cops who helped cook like some family's dinner after like some family's kids after the mother and father got into a freaking domestic violence thing. It happens. There's cops that give to charity every day, donate lots of their time to it. I can't say I do that because I play video games, but there are cops that do that. And just like on the other side, there are black people that follow the laws perfectly. And I doubt they get a whole bunch of grief, just because of their skin color. But then again, though, like, there are cops who only look at the bad, and there's black people who only look at the bad cops. It's a vicious cycle. And whenever, say, one of them gets, like, say, a black person gets shot, even if and it could be because the fact that you feel like they're always out to get you. They're going to shoot you just because. It's that old way of thinking that keeps us in the old way of thinking. It keeps us in the past. It's just one of those things that doesn't make much sense. You gotta move forward. Yes, it's good to remember the past. It's good to remember it, but don't live it. Don't relive it. Don't stay stuck in it. Once one side moves forward, the other side will as well. But it's not gonna be that simple that one side moves over. The side that moves over first is going to get some problems from the other side until the other side picks up their shit and goes forward as well. Alright? It's just one of those things. You can see that I've added, there's, some serious thought into this. This is actually something that, affects me because of what I want to do. You have anything you want to add, Diablo?
Oh, no, please continue.
I don't know if that means that you are actually interested in this or what. Or if you're just
Um,
playing a game and you're not paying attention.
a little bit of both.
Bit of both? Oh, I don't know how to feel about that one. But anyways. It's just... See, the last thing I heard about, like, a black dude getting shot... What's up?
The cops getting shot in Dallas. Did they ever say why the guy did it?
I actually haven't gotten an update on that from my normal news sites. I will probably check sometime later. But as far as I know, the whole situation was that there was a protest. And I guess there were some cops on scene, and then all of a sudden, like, shots were fired and cops were getting shot down. But that is probably not the exact story. Just actually, it just kind of seems, it seems wonky if that's the case. I mean, that must have been planned. They all say it was planned out. Like, it was very, like, I guess the word is tactical. It just screamed, intelligence in the way it was done. Apparently, there were a few snipers taking shots. 5 police officers were killed and 7 others were wounded in the ambush. 2 civilians were also hurt. The shootings came amid a protest over the fatal police shootings of 2 black men. So it was a retaliation.
Oh, that's...
Which just
That's
makes
great.
things... See, you got those that do the peaceful protest. Those I'm okay with. They're doing a peaceful protest because of an injustice they feel is going on. That's not against the law. There's a right for us, for any one of us, to gather up in a big-ass group and say, we don't like this shit, we don't like this shit. But once you add a gun into the mix, you ruin it for everyone else. Officially now, because they could have been... the cops they got shot out of retaliation due to something that happened earlier. Now, when you do that, the protester, when you retaliate, it gives everyone a bad name. Please note, I'm willing to bet there were some cops that did some things out of retaliation of something that happened to another cop. And it gives them all a bad rep. So, it's like, if you really want to fix this, it's like, because this is the thing. The moment I say this, I already know every argument against it. Like, I can already see it in my head.
Oh, this will be interesting.
So this is actually for the black people, for the minorities, for the whatever. If you don't want to be singled out as I don't know how to put this, as a race of bad people, then don't be associated with those things anymore. You got to disassociate yourself with it. If you don't want to be associated with the bad, don't associate yourself with it anymore. Alright? And this goes for everyone, everywhere. White people don't want to be associated with bad dancing? Learn to be better dancers. If Germans don't want to be associated with Hitler, say Hitler was a bad person and that you condone you hate everything he
condone.
ever did. Don't condone. That's bad.
Condone
Don't
everything he did.
Don't condone Hitler.
Yes, do it. You'll be seen as a great person.
Don't do it. Please
Do it.
don't do it.
Do it. You're right here. He told you to do it. If you're arrested because of it, blame it on him.
No, don't.
Do it.
Ixnay what I said before. Just don't do it.
Do it.
Shut up, Diablo. You're not helping.
No.
Stop
Yes,
being
I
a
am.
bad conscience.
But I'm good at it.
Anyways. Once a 10. Moving on. Moving on back to the topic at hand.
Be like Hitler.
So, oh god damn. Anyways. Any fucking ways. It's like, if people associate black people with guns and violence and drugs and shit, don't be associated with them. You know, if you're going to be associated with that, then don't associate yourself with it. Become the opposite. All right, you know, excel in something. You know, not related to those things. I don't know. Become an
Wow.
artistic person. Go to school
Sorry,
and
did you
get a
say
law degree.
artistic or autistic?
Artistic.
Okay.
Become an autistic person, everybody. It fixes everything. It, it's just, you know, you just gotta be careful. You know, you gotta plan it out right. If if all of a sudden, like, white people were associated, like, white people are already associated with racists, no matter what the fuck we do. Like, this is
Yep.
why I knew, like, some of the arguments against me for saying all this right now is equaling out to me being racist. The thing is, though, is that I hate every fucking race. I hate everyone. Granted, there are different levels of hate. I even have friendly hate. It means I'm friends with the dude, but, you know, if I still hate you, you know?
That sums up me.
Well, yeah, pretty much. It's like, hey, we work well together on games, and you're a cool person to be around, but I still hate you.
Yet sometimes I just want to strangle you for your stupidity.
Yeah, things like that. Fuck you too, bitch.
Man whore.
You whore. You fucking lint-licking piece of shit.
Bitch.
Your mother was a Snorlax and your dad was a Weedle.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Yeah.
That could be true.
Fucking shit. But, you know, but then again, though, I've only talked about, you know, black people, white people, and cops. That does sound a bit racist, so let's add in some extra ones. If you don't want to be associated with something from Asian, don't, and you know, which, the only thing I can really think of is being smart, which is not really a bad thing. Also, learn the difference between a stereotype and a racism. They are not one and the same. A stereotype is the smart Asian, or the athletic black person, or the bowling white person.
I'm sorry, the what white person?
Bowler, a bowling, but white people are apparently really good at bowling and golf. Apparently.
Says who?
Says stereotype people who stereotype us. I'm just saying. And the thing is, though, is that if you're associated with crime, because everything I've said is not racist, though. It's all stereotypist. You know, so, you know, a black person being associated with crimes isn't racist, unless the reason you're being accused of something is done out of hatred. However, if it's done from probability, it's not. It's a stereotype. There's a huge difference. Now, it's like this. If I go up to a black person and said, "Hey, is it true that the majority of black people are criminals?" That's not done out of hatred. First of all, the way I said that was out of pure curiosity. Of course, I'd be accused of racism right after I said it, but, you know, it's actually based off of a stereotype. My question came from the idea of a stereotype. It was done with curiosity, not hatred. Now, if I went up to a black person and pushed one and said, "Hey, all black people are fucking criminals," all of a sudden, boom.
You'd be shot.
Well, yes, I'd have a cap in my ass. But yeah, that's racist.
You have
done
more
out of
than one.
hatred. I'm accusing them of all being criminals in hatred. Hatred is the idea of racism. It's a view on a race based in hatred for generally no good reason. I say generally because if I all of a sudden got attacked and mugged by like 3 black dudes, I'm not going to have the highest opinion of black people after that. Now, same thing with white, Spanish. I wouldn't trust my own skin color if it was white people, if I got mugged by a bunch of white dudes. Or Spanish people or Asians. If I got mugged by any of them, that is a really bad thing that happened to me. And if I did started to view all people from that race based off that one situation, I could not. It's like you can't really blame a person for that one because they had a bad situation. If they were all of a sudden, based in hatred, like they didn't trust anyone of a certain race, you could. It's technically racism, but there's a reason for it. The dude got mugged. I got mugged. Someone got mugged because of this. That isn't to say, however, those from black people in the slavery thing, which, by the way, you weren't the only ones. Stop acting like you're special fruitcakes here. You're not. There were a lot of slaves going on every fucking where. You were not the only ones. Just putting that out there, you dumb shits. I don't know. This
is why we shouldn't wait for longer periods of time to do a video.
There's a lot to talk about.
No, you get all
I get all what? What, nigga?
Well,
I expect there's at least a couple black people saying that's our word.
Well,
fuck you,
yes.
It's a word. A word is free for everyone to use. You don't get to dictate who gets to say what, you shit eater. Just sorry.
Oh well.
Anyways, I'm thinking this is a pretty good spot to wrap up this video.
Oh, thank you.
We will try and do more later. No promises if we can't. Life will move on.
So when he says later, he means about a year from now.
Who knows? I might try and make more over the course of this week. I don't know.
Assume he means a year from now.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.
I apologize.
I am Aevitas. This is my friend Diablo. We are the ill-mannered Halfwits, and we are Outie 9000, nigga.